North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum says he'll make a decision on Wednesday on whether or not to keep most businesses closed to help contain the coronavirus. A ninth person has died from COVID-19 and 23 more have tested positive, bringing the state total to 331. 29 more Minnesotans have tested positive for COVID-19, bringing confirmed cases to 1,650. The death toll remains at 70. Governor Tim Walz is extending Minnesota's state of emergency for an extra 30 days. Clay County Sheriff Mark Emting says his jail's population has been cut in half to help stop the spread of the coronavirus. The sheriff says around 60 low-risk inmates have been released, and most have promised to show up to future court hearings. 2 or 3 inmates are finishing their sentencing via ankle monitors. 5 were given credit for time served, and the rest were low-level bails. Cass County announced its first COVID-19 positive inmate on Sunday morning. It seems winter just will not release its grasp on us. Let's get a check of that First Alert Storm Team forecast. Lisa, it's actually kind of weird weather if you ask me.
Yeah, another round of snow yesterday, and we're still seeing some out there this morning, and a lot of us seeing this kind of picture on our deck. The snow there, and one person at least attempted to wear some flip-flops out there. Not recommended, according to Andy, who took this photo in the Devil's Lake area, but he's definitely trying to make spring happen, and we're going to try to do that here in the forecast this week. Today, though, still working on getting those snow showers out. Here's a zoomed-in view of Fargo-Moorhead. We've had one round move through. It's coated those roads and sidewalks and parking lots here this morning, moving to the south, so it's now advancing on Oxbow there. And then another round just south of Georgetown, moving south and east as well. And then there are some other pockets seeing that snow this morning, too. We'll zoom out, and you can see it's rolling to the south and east yet again. And as we look up to the north, it's up by the Mayville radar site. We're looking at that snow over by Finley, and then stretching farther southward from there, a couple of snowflakes too. And right in that same area that got more accumulation yesterday, down by Ellendale, seeing some of those pockets of snow impacting us right now there too. So a similar kind of repeat forecast, at least for the morning hours today. Wahpeton has a report of lower visibility where that snow is. It's less than 2 miles. Fargo's down to 4 at the top of the hour. And taking a look at your wind speeds, they're coming in out of the northwest. We're seeing winds that are 5 to 15 miles per hour today. Temperatures, single digits to some low 20s. 7 degrees right now in Valley City. That's pretty cold here to start off the day. 20 in Fargo. It's 11 in Grand Forks. So if you're heading out, you're going to want to bundle up here this morning and make sure you're dressed for winter weather for today. No flip-flops out there this morning. And here's a look at our hour-by-hour planner. We're going to watch those snow showers winding down. They'll be kind of making their way out of here through the rest of the morning, and we'll end up with some partly cloudy, maybe mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures still into that lower range here as we head into the afternoon. So some improvements, but very little improvements today. We're looking at some 20s to some low 30s, maybe a couple of degrees warmer today. We're kicking the snow showers out. Those are the 2 positive things we're looking at here for today. This is 5 o'clock. Heading into this evening, we clear out more and more. We get more of that sunshine before the sun sets. And then we see those temperatures dip yet again as we head into the overnight hours. But here's the critical difference. As we head into tomorrow, notice where our wind direction is. It's more out of the west instead of the northwest. And that helps us out a little bit. Temperatures still not very warm as we start off the day, but we're looking at some numbers into the teens and some 20s to begin your Wednesday, and we'll build off of that. Here's a look at your 7-day planner. We're going to see temperatures that are on the rise gradually. Wednesday back into the mid to upper 30s, heading into your Thursday into some upper 30s as well. And then we kind of ratchet things up heading into Friday. Mostly sunny skies coming up with mostly sunny conditions as we head into the weekend. And notice throughout the entire 7 days, we're seeing some numbers that are looking better and better, and no precip chances. It's going to be nice and quiet, which is great to get these snow showers out of here, but also to improve those conditions as far as the flooding is concerned. We'll work that water out without adding any more to the system.
A nice turnaround there, Lisa. Just dry, no snow.
Right.
Sounds great. And the temperatures, too. Thank you. New this morning, there's a street sign repair job waiting for Fargo crews after an overnight crash on the city's south side. Take a look at this. One person who called police about the crash says a pickup driver hit a parked car, then smashed into a street sign. We do have a call into police about any injuries or arrests related to this crash. And there's still no sign of a missing Fargo woman who was last heard from last week. Fargo police say 44-year-old Krista Hagen was last seen April 6th. If you have any information on where she is, please call Fargo Police. North Dakota's new Medicaid fraud unit has filed charges in its first case. State Attorney General Wayne Stenholm says it involves the theft of narcotics at a long-term care facility in Pembina County. A 32-year-old woman is charged with theft of prescription medication and reckless endangerment. The defendant was a licensed practical nurse at Borg Pioneer Memorial Home in 2017 when the alleged crime happened. The nurse was fired after being accused of diverting prescription pain medication intended for residents and substituting patient pain medicine with over-the-counter medications. The Fargo Dome in North Fargo is staged for any possible surge in coronavirus cases. Take a look at this picture. There are about 200 cots already set up, just in case area hospitals are suddenly overwhelmed with COVID-19 cases and need space for other patients. It's one of at least 2 designated facilities which could provide minimal care to patients. Governor Doug Burgum says the beds aren't needed yet and may not be needed at all.
And the goal still remains is that we would avoid using the Tier 3 facilities altogether. We don't expect to need them, but it's our responsibility to protect the health and safety of citizens, and it's also our job to prepare for worst-case scenarios.
The Fargo Dome is one of 2 North Dakota facilities set up to handle a large number of cases. The other is in Bismarck at the University of Mary. After a major meat processing plant had to close due to the coronavirus among its workers, concerns are now being raised about the national food supply chain. Those details are next on the Valley Today.